Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. It's another opportunity to show you a recent acquisition of mine. It's another box of reels. And I got contacted by someone who was in the business and is kind of getting out of it, and found that they had a lot of surplus Penn Reels and that they just didn't want to sell on eBay one by one. They asked me if I would make a bid on that, some reels including some parts, which I did. And so these will be upcoming projects that'll show you how to take these reels apart and how to recondition them and put them back out for service. So let's take a look. The first one that comes out of the box, and there's about 6 of them. This is a Penn Pier 209. It's got the burgundy side plates on it. I'm told from my conversations with the individual that sold them to me, Mike, that they're all working. They've all got some stuff that needs to be cleaned up on that. So we're going to go do that. So newsflash, a lot of folks have been asking me about ultrasonic cleaners for the parts, and I finally went out on a limb today and I bought a ultrasonic cleaner. God bless Amazon. It'll probably be here in a day or two, and we'll use it on this. We'll see if that makes a difference in terms of cleaning these up. So stay tuned for that. We'll report back to you. So that's reel number 1 is a Penn Pier 209. And as I look into the box, the second one is the 209 as well. Let's just make sure that this one's operational here. It's got some line tangle, so it may not be working the way it should. So that appears to be okay. The spool is spinning and everything, but we've got a whole bunch of line tangle there. So it sounds like everything's working inside when you drop the free spool release, but that nothing's working because the line's behind the drag on that. So 2 Penn Pier 209s. Take out some of that packing material here. The ever popular Penn 60, Model 60 Long Beach. This is a later version of that. The Long Beach lines, you can generally tell by the side plates what you have. And this was kind of the last of the ones with the bold lettering on the side. Early editions had graphics and different types of scripting and the like. But this one is always popular. This is a nice condition, needs to be cleaned up and redone, so we'll do that one as well. Many of you know that I just did a video on the on that series. And then I got a bag in here. Let's see what we got here. So we have, this one's the 3.0 Senator, I believe. Yep, 3.0 Senator. This is the first reel I ever bought with my own money. A Penn 3.0 Senator 3.0, wide chassis. They make some of the smaller chassis ones now in the 3.0 specials. They also make them high speed. This is a lower speed edition, and interestingly enough, when you look behind the scenes at the two of these, they're very similar in terms of the mechanics inside. So there's the Senator. Let's see what else the grab bag has here. What it has is taped, so thank goodness he did a nice job here for the packing on this so that they didn't get damaged in transit. So then this is kind of what we had our conversation around. There are 2 Penn 49s. These are the ones that are set up like a Senator. And you have the double release here. You have the one release, which is actually the free spool. And you have the one release, which is actually the back pedal feature, or the anti-reverse feature. So we'll take that apart, show you that one. There should be a second. And here's the second one. And again, this one's kind of got the what's typical around here with the boat rash is some corrosion. And we'll see just how well that other one holds up. So these reels, not as popular as they once were. And that's because the high capacity small chassis braid lined reels have come into play, but these still have a purpose. And on the Atlantic seaboard, if you're shark fishing with wire line, you can't beat this reel as a trolling reel. Narrow chassis so that you don't get twist in the frame. High capacity spool for the chassis. That's why you have these big side plates. And overall, it was a great reel, leading edge at the time. And like I said, again, because this was the idea here was to fight big fish. Instead of tearing up your drags with the anti-reverse, you could move it so that you could backpedal the reel, very much like a Penn Senator. So that's the anti-reverse override on that one, much like your spinning wheels. And then this is the one that, at the end of the day, I guess, was the one that closed the sale. Let's see if we can open this one up as well. But every now and then I get a call here for a bigger reel. And that's what we have with this. We have the Penn 9.0 Senator. And this is a high capacity tuna reel. And we're going to go ahead and take this one apart, recondition it, and try and put this one back into service as well. So nice reel all around. This has got this this tie-in feature on the drag handle in terms of setting it and forgetting it kind of a deal. And so we've got two sharking reels, big time tuna reel, two level wind 209s, a Senator 3.0, and the old ever-present Long Beach. And the cost on all of these reels was $150. So it was reasonable with some cleanup. Maybe some resale there, we can do a little bit better. But the whole conversation, interestingly enough, started over parts. This fellow was in the repair business as well. This was some of the stuff that he had eventually had hoped to get to. But I've got a whole host of parts here for various Penn reels. And I'm not going to take all of these out and show them to you, but this is a bag largely of, it appears to be parts for, that one's parts for the Ocean City lines. Here's some 6.0 and some other Star Drag nuts. There's a whole bag of screws, side plate screws, etc. These screws, believe it or not, are you know, you look like it and you figure you got gold here, because the darn screws, if you go to buy them anywhere, are about $1.25 a piece, and we've got a whole bunch of screws there. We've got some gears that have been nice and cleaned up. These look like gears for the 60 series, the Long Beach. It also has the this might yeah, these are pretty much 60s, I believe, or 155s. They have a smaller spool gear, so they may be the 155s. Currently buying new, these the spool gears are about $10. The main gears, which hardly ever break, seem to be in the $5-6 range. Another bag here with some bridges. We got complete bridges here for the 60 series. And the backup one. Got some crossbars. There's never a demand for crossbars, but if you want to pretty up a reel, sometimes you can find the crossbars that are in better shape than the ones that the reels came with. Looks like we have two worm gears and drives for the 209s. And looks like whatever else was in his parts drawer here, not much of anything. A couple of oddball pieces and parts that may or may not come into use. Some free spool releases. This one I don't know what it belongs to, but it has a spool gear handle that would say Penn, but it's nothing I've ever seen in a Penn. Here's nothing. You can put a replacement one on there. That's an old Penn handle without the bullet. A couple of free spool releases. I'm not seeing part numbers on them. This one might be for a 9. This one might be, it could be a different reel. And then a couple of, this might be Mitchell. I'm not sure what that one is. But at any rate, that's what I got in my recent conversation. Again, I think the star of the show will be the 9.0, and we'll rebuild this one. It comes with the harness, which is nice. It has the strong gearing inside of this one. It has the American Fishing Tackle Company, the AFTCO replacement handle there. And overall, this one probably is the value that was the selling point of me acquiring all of this. But I did want to show you that. I wanted to show you what will become upcoming projects. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the ultrasonic cleaner that I got, and we'll put that to the test with some of these, and we'll report back as we do these videos how that worked out. So stay tuned. You'll see all of this in action, and hopefully if you have one of these reels, it'll show you how to tune them up and repair them. So with that, I appreciate you for watching. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. If you liked the video, please indicate that. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on the episodes about these reels. Again, this is Dennis. Thank you for watching.